To begin, I will mention that this topic I will be discussing can sometimes be tough for people to listen to, but it's very important. Did you know that one person dies every 17 hours in the state of Kansas from suicide? Suicide is the act of taking one's life, and it plagues families all over the world, all over the United States, and all over Kansas. For me, in my experience, um, my father took his own life in 2015 unexpectedly and really affected my mother, myself, my sister, and the rest of my family. During this speech today, my main points will be suicide statistics, warning signs that we can look for, and ways to help somebody. This brings me to my first main point of statistics. Um, Suicide statistics are very scary when comparing to other stats of how prevalent they really are. Also, with that, stats go underreported a lot because there's such a large stigma surrounding suicide, as well as it's tough to determine whether something is a suicide or is not. All of these stats that I'm going to present were founded by the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, also known as AFSP. In the United States, as well as Kansas, the 10th leading cause of death is suicide. Kansas also has a suicide rate that's 3 times more than the homicide rate every year. Kansas also ranks higher than the national average when it comes to committing suicide. The largest demographic for suicide are white males aged 45 to 54. With those stats presented, now we can look at warning signs that can help people identify. Yellow ribbon talks about being a burden to others. This means that they think that they are a negative in people's lives, that they are just bad and there's nothing good that comes out of them. Another is when they feel trapped or isolated, that there's nobody there for them, that they're just by themselves. Everything is just wrong. Another one that could be is the increase in alcohol or drug use. That's one of the biggest ones, especially in Shawnee County. Another one that is tough to see, but is their sleep schedule. If you aren't around that person, you wouldn't know. But if they can't fall asleep at night and never sleep, or if they just can't wake up in the morning, never want to get up, that's usually a warning sign to look for. AFSP tells us to look at people that are withdrawing from activities. Those people that are always going to the gym, or are always in sports, or always hitting the books and doing well in school, and they're withdrawing from all their hobbies and activities, that's usually a sign that says they are struggling with something in their life. One of the biggest factors that we can look for is depression and anxiety. They are hard to see because there's different diagnoses, but if you know that the person is going through that, it's easier to keep an eye on them. These two things can create drastic mood swings, which is also a sign that points towards people that are looking to commit suicide. With those stats as well as warning signs, now we can look at ways to help prevent these things from happening. Which brings me to that, this is a positive. Everyone can help. All you have to do is just be a person. Be a person that listens. AFSP tells us that. Always listen, always stay engaged. If somebody is willing to talk to you about their feelings and what they are going through, always stay engaged and listen to what they have to say. After they finish their story and after they have told you what they're going through, let them know that you care. Let them know that you are there for them. These people usually don't think that anybody is there to listen or anybody cares about them in the world. And for you to take time out of your day and listen to them means a lot to them. That can be uplifting for them and can help them restart. Also with that, take people serious. People are sharing a life story or something that they are seriously struggling with, and offering that seriousness to them lets them know that you are there for them. If they say or mention something that you don't believe you are qualified for, maybe you can offer some more professional help. This could be a therapist, a counselor, a teacher, a religious person, somebody else that may have a better qualification than you do. Finally, you want to be encouraging and give them hope. If they're sharing this stuff with you, if they have these thoughts, they're in a low place. Being able to lift them up, being able to encourage them and let them know that things will get better. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but someday things will get better can be so beneficial for them and can be the most powerful thing. This is a card presented by Yellow Ribbon that is great for everybody to carry around. If you have suicidal thoughts, you could give this to somebody to let them know that you need help. It also has phone numbers and text messaging for people that need somebody to talk to right away and don't have that person. With all of this material presented, we can conclude. The 3 points that I went over were suicide stats, warning signs, and ways that everyone can help. I know that talking about this subject can be very tough, but the more we know, the better we are off as a society. Finally, always care for the people around you. Be somebody that will always love and care for those that mean something to you and for those that may not. Be somebody that can help save a life.